If a compliment makes you feel warm, chosen, and slightly cornered, congratulations. Your ego may have just signed a tiny contract without reading the terms. Let us be clear, compliments are not evil. Dr. Wiggle enjoys being admired, especially by mirrors with excellent taste. The trap begins when praise quietly turns into pressure. The engine has 4 parts. First praise, then special status, then a small request, then guilt if you hesitate. It is not magic. It is social engineering with nicer shoes. Case example, someone opens with, "You are honestly the best person for this." Lovely sentence, tiny parade. Then the invoice arrives. "Can you cover this for me today?" A normal request asks for your action. A manipulative compliment asks for your identity first. "You are so kind. You are so reliable. You are not like other people. Now prove it." That is why the body reacts fast. Chest lifts. Smile appears. Brain puts on a tiny tuxedo. Then, before logic arrives, you already want to stay the impressive person they just described. At work, the classic version is, "Only you can fix this." Sometimes that is true. Sometimes it means everyone else escaped the building and you are standing closest to the mop. The first defense is not suspicion. It is translation. Say, "Thank you. What are you asking me to do?" You accept the compliment without accepting the hidden contract. Keep the order clean. Compliment first, fine. Request second, clear. Choice third, yours. The trap tries to blur those steps into one shiny puddle. The ego parade feels good because humans like status. No shame. The problem starts when the parade route leads directly to someone else's unpaid labor department. A compliment can create a fake debt. They gave you approval, so now your nervous system wants to pay them back. But attention is not a bill. Admiration is not a purchase order. In conversation, it can sound like you always explain things so clearly. Then comes the real ask. "Can you just handle the call for me?" The compliment is a receipt printer. Separate admire from ask. If the compliment is genuine, it survives a question. If it is bait, your question makes the hook visible. Notice the obligation meter. It spikes when praise includes words like only, always, everyone knows, or I knew you would understand. Those are not compliments. Those are tiny ropes. Use this when praise gets sticky. "I appreciate that. I still need the details." Calm, short, no courtroom speech. No nervous tap dance in formal shoes. Group praise is stronger because now there is an audience. Everyone claps for the helpful person. Then the helpful person quietly inherits the mess. Here is the audience test. Would you say yes if nobody was watching? If the answer changes when the room appears, you are not choosing. You are performing. Silence is useful here. Not dramatic silence. Just a small pause where your brain checks the paperwork. One breath can keep your ego from buying a timeshare. The hallway version is casual. "Hey, you are amazing with people. Can you talk to them for me?" Notice how the compliment tries to make refusal feel like character damage. False specialness says, "You are different, so normal limits should not apply to you." Very flattering. Also very convenient for the person holding the shovel. Spot the ladder. You are special. You understand. You would never say no. You are already halfway up before you notice someone removed the ground. A clean boundary can be worn. That is kind of you to say, "I cannot commit yet." This protects the relationship and your calendar from becoming a community donation box. In dating or friendship, the trap sounds softer. Nobody gets me like you do. You are the only one I can talk to. Beautiful if true. Dangerous if it makes you responsible for their entire weather system. Watch for the compliment sandwich. Praise, request, guilt. You are so thoughtful. Can you do this? I thought you cared. That sandwich has teeth. The blurrier the request, the more careful you get. If they cannot explain the ask after praising you, the compliment may be doing work the details refuse to do. Red flags sound like this. You are the only one. I knew you would say yes. Do not make me regret trusting you. If praise turns into a test, step back. Ask yourself one honest question. Am I being appreciated or am I being positioned? Appreciation leaves you free. Positioning moves you into a role. Try this drill today. When someone praises you, smile and say thanks. Then wait. Do not rush to repay it. Let praise land without turning into a job application. Do not attack the compliment. Do not say, aha, manipulation detected, release the courtroom bats. Just slow the request down. The goal is clarity, not a dramatic village meeting. Tone matters, warm voice, short sentence, curious face. Thank you, what exactly do you need? That line is a little velvet rope around your decision. If you already said yes too fast, repair it. I answered too quickly. I need to check before I commit. Awkward. Yes. Cheaper than resentment. Also yes. A healthy compliment does not punish you for having limits. It says something kind and lets you remain a person. If your no destroys the praise was rented. The defense is simple. Enjoy the compliment, locate the request, ask for details, pause before commitment, give a short answer, no trumpet section required. A real compliment is a gift. It can sit on the table without demanding anything. A manipulative compliment is a lever. It pushes, angles, and waits for your self-image to move. If they push back, keep the sentence boring. I still need to know the actual request. Do not decorate it. Do not add a biography. Boring is protective padding. If someone becomes offended when you ask for clarity, that is data. Maybe they are stressed. Maybe they are clumsy. Or maybe the compliment was a little door with no handle on your side. Your calendar is real. Your energy is real. Your limits are real. A compliment does not magically create a second Tuesday where you become a cheerful productivity appliance. The 3-second pause may feel theatrical. Fine. You are watching a floating cartoon therapist discuss social pressure. We have clearly accepted a certain amount of theater today. Use the specificity test. What exactly? By when? Why me? What happens if I cannot? Honest requests get clearer. Pressure tactics get annoyed and start sweating ink. Here is the myth. Kind people should be easy to move. No, kind people can be clear. Kind people can ask questions. Kind people can own a spine without filing a permit. Sometimes the compliment offers you a role. The reliable one, the smart one, the nice one. You can appreciate the role without moving into it permanently and paying rent in favors. Tiny challenge. In the next 24 hours, notice one compliment and do nothing with it. Just receive it. No repayment dance. No automatic yes. Let the praise be finished. One more loop before we close the case file. Compliment lands, ego warms, request appears, you pause, you ask for details. Then you choose like a person, not a vending machine with feelings. So when someone says, you are the only person I trust with this, try this. That is kind of you. What exactly are you asking me to do? If this saved you from one expensive yes, subscribe. Next case file, the guilt trip, where someone hands you a suitcase of feelings and calls it love.